Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
Let's go, find the defend. Damien Tenma. Hold it.
Hold up!
Who is it? It's Damien Tenma. No, you don't. Stop pretending to be a yokai.
It seems that my time is at hand.
You can stop that. Mayor Tenma?
Counselor, there's a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now only for your good graces.
Oh, now you want to come back?
Counselor? Oh, wait, he must mean me. Does he finally remember what happened for that blow to his head? Bailiff, don't understand there, seize him. It's no good, I can't restrain him.
Know me in despair, for I am Tin Matero, Demon Lord of the Yokai.
You don't have to keep the act up, bro.
Mr. Justice, do something!
Since when am I responsible for court security?
Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him.
Your Honor, seeing as that client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai.
When you put it that way.
Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world. Unprecedented and absurdity more like.
Alright then, Mr. Damien Timmer. So I say Mr. Tim Mattel. Your testimony, please.
I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once shall you.
Caw, 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 caw. Caw, caw. Caw, caw. Caw, caw. Caw, 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 caw.
The Woodle of Demon Kind. Oh, that's fun.
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly two yokai did appear. On one side it was me, Tin Mataro, ruler of demon kind. And on the other my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
What? What?
The fuck?
What? Huh? That. Shouted the defense, showing that the formation was very dark at the time?
Strange as it may be, yes, indeed, all was in darkness.
Paul about Timoteo and the nine-tailed fox being there?
Yes, that too. Tin Matero towered overhead and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold.
Ah, something. I call animal abuse, Your Honor. It would seem the defense recollections are not to be trusted.
Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are a bit funny.
Fuzzy.
Same fucking difference. As if I've dreamt. That happening lingers in his mind.
Apollo, maybe I can help here.
Yay, therapy! Really? Oh, you mean...
Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart.
Discord! I'm high at the moon, sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon.
I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event.
Okay, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us again.
Yeah, I'm with it. Let's do this. Emotions, motherfucker. That's what I specialize in.
Barely conscious with Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly, two yokai did appear. On one side, I, Timoteo, ruled humankind. On my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox. Why is he so happy to see the nine-tailed fox? Harm for your mortal enemy. So let's go with that. When the nine-tailed fox appeared, not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something of joy as well.
Joy? Perhaps it was joy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence. Then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
A creaking door? Oh, you must be talking about the forbidden chamber door. Doesn't make a lot of noise.
So this means the forbidden chamber really was opened? But what about the sudden light he described?
I think I know. He mentioned the darkness and Tin Mattel towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here? Were you in the Forbidden Chamber?
The Forbidden Chamber. Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you've been in the Forbidden Chamber. A terrible creaking sound is probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. The towering Tin Mattel you saw? Most likely the Forbidden Chamber statue.
Oh yes! That would explain it. The darkness in the staff and the demon's grasp.
But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox?
Maybe you're seeing things? Just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai.
Fantastico, Apollo. It's entirely possible. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events.
Misremember, you say? Let me think. I do believe. I remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was the Amazing Ninetales.
What? The Amazing Ninetales?
At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it. 'Twas the Amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door.
No, I doubled down to 6%. I'm sorry I asked.
The Amazing Ninetales? But that was the victim, Alderman Cubey, right?
Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed?
Never mind that. This is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update.
What the fuck is going on? In the dark. In the light. Pissed. The Amazing Ninetales. Why more sadness at the Amazing Ninetales? When the Amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, felt joy. But didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. I believe it was the fiend's cape of red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicably wash over me.
Cape of Red? Cape of Red?
Apollo, we've reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left.
Mayor Timber, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
Why indeed?
What could this mean?
I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence.
Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face.
Something this obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see.
Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay, time to read the evidence. Look out, contradiction. Here comes justice. Bull doesn't have a cape of red. Bull has a cape of tails. Objection? Said the Amazing Ninetales cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but...
Mayor Tinma, does this cape look red to you?
Oh, that certainly does not look red. But, not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill my as yet hazy field of view. And I thought to myself, the Amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red.
So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
Apparently so. And remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me.
Was it blood?
So the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory.
Well, you've all seen the Fox chamber behind the Amazing Ninetales. What object could he have seen that would have been that shocking? I know. Could have been... Mr. Met, was this the bed thing you saw? What bed thing do I have? What? Blood? I got nothing else bed. This ain't red, this ain't... This ain't red, this ain't red, this ain't red, this ain't red, this ain't red. Not red, not red. I got blood. Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be Mr. Timber? They saw the alderman's blood?
Blood? Why, yes! It was blood! Oh! It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was lying behind the amazing Ninetails. The alderman's bloody body. Ah!
Behind the amazing Ninetails?
Yeah, because the Joker guy came in and got the costume. Remember the little yokai play outside with Filch?
Oh, is he the one in the Ninetails costume?
That's my guess. It's been my guess since the beginning.
Interesting.
His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now.
Does it mean the amazing Ninetails killed Alderman QB?
But the Alderman was the amazing Ninetails, so how exactly would that work?
Hey, I asked you first.
Well, I asked you second.
Fuck it.
Oh, well, okay. Judge, can we have a recess? I need to make a man out of Apollo.
Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated. True, by the time of the crime, my client was in the forbidden chamber. Moreover...
Yeah, uh-huh.
Hoy, don't you think this is this strange?
Hoy,
The little
what are you, Timmy?
Little Scap has already confirmed her father to be in the fox chamber. Timmy doesn't say Hoy anymore, apparently. But she said not about seeing the amazing Ninetails there.
Why?
What?
Why doesn't Timmy say that anymore?
Oh, she's just stopped using it in her speech. She apparently actually said Hoy IRL back around 2015, but...
I was talking about the character.
Not the character, but I still does.
Yeah, well,
But the real person doesn't.
I didn't know the real person at all.
That was mentioned during the 10th anniversary stream that Timmy doesn't say Hoy anymore.
Okay, I don't care.
God, I was just saying fun facts because we're recording this on the
never,
same day.
I never knew that she did in the first place.
The
I only
first
knew
day
the
of the
character.
10th anniversary stream.
And I was referencing the character, so stop acting like my reference made no sense when it made perfect sense.
No, it's just adding a fun fact.
Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room then?
The defense can't sharing theories with the court. Can I explain the
Any
inconsistency
idiotic theories,
between
perhaps?
defense testimony as does. You know, if I can't explain it, this is gonna be a problem, so sure. Yes, of course, I can explain it, because we don't want to say it's trouble. Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Donor. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this. We got a good fashion penalty. Well, Mr. Justice, see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders. First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the fox chamber while it was locked. That Mad Tin was in the forbidden chamber based on his testimony.
Mm-hmm.
These two facts are crucial to my explanation.
True.
Let's consider the following question.
Let's do that.
Facts point to Flaunt LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene. Why didn't Jinxie Tinma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tinma? Why did she? Yeah. A very good question indeed. Suppose you have an answer for us? Sadly, you would be supposing wrong.
You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor?
If she did, then the question is, why did she do that?
I asked you first.
Well, how about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Flaunt LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie has testified that she saw her father collapse there. LaBelle was disguised as Tinma? The figure Miss Tinma saw, not her father, flaunting the bell disguised Damien Tinma. That's a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unlike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise? Yeah, they do have incredibly distinctive faces. Maybe this guy's completely hid his face?
I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face.
I mean, they got some products, like hair color. If it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it? Oh, wait. So as does your mind just don't know. So I'll show you what truly sharp play is capable of. I think I'll pass. Did he just fucking kill Apollo? Apollo died. The end.
Alright, Apollo. Are you okay, Apollo?
I'm not fine, am I? Well, now they have the little fate out of the way. Your boldness, your verdict. No. Time for verdict, if you have no further arguments.
Deborah.
There's enough for me to do.
Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says. When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down.
Turn the case upside down. He does say that, doesn't he? I don't quite see how it applies here. They'll never hurt to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. But then Jinxie didn't remove the disguise. Maybe she couldn't remove it. Or then she didn't tell him about the disguise. Maybe she couldn't talk about it.
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer.
The amazing Ninetales opened the door. Mask that can't be removed in the form of others. Can these facts turn things around? We got all backwards.
Apollo?
I think we might have made a huge mistake. Your boldness, I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. Defense has no proof. They never did and they never will. Seems like that's an announcement. I do have proof! Do you now? Alright, but this better be good, Mr. Justice. We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all our assumptions upside down. Why Jinxie Tinma mistook Mr. Bell for her father? Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell him about it in the first place? These riddles are inextricably linked to Mad Tinma's secret identity. Mad Tinma the Ninetales Fox? A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mad Tinma's secret identity. What piece of evidence? I'm not trying to shut me up. This what I'm saying.
Is it the mask itself?
Yeah, I'll try the mask. Yeah, the mask or the picture of the Ninetales. God, what absolute claptrap! Poppycock! Balderdash! We thought the Alderman was the amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Timothy. That's why I believe that the mayor killed the Alderman is lost for Ninetales' veil. And was the basis of prosecuting the entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tin wasn't Timothy at all. He was the amazing Ninetales. What's this? You'd best explain yourself, Justice Dono. And from where you derived such a far-fetched conclusion. Jinxie no doubt knew the true identity of the amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. even though unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent Bell in disguise. The accused and the deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. The little scamp would have seen the difference. Remember, Mr. Bell has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build, too? And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different. Why did she not simply pull the mask off? A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. Gah! Ah! This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room. And by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already. First, Mr. Bell entered the room where the mayor and the alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him a coffee laced with some sort of sedative, once the alderman was out cold. That's when Mr. Bell killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who he had also drugged, into the forbidden chamber. Then returned to the fox chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the Amazing Ninetales mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. Bell then out a scream. The scream that led Jinxie Tinma to the scene.
Ah, so then the person who said, I killed Alderman Kyubi was...
Yep, that was Florent Bell in disguise. The man never actually confessed. There's no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering again. No, you twisted samurai. This time you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Ugh. Once Miss Tinma left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the man's clothes and mask, opened the forbidden chamber so he could drag the mayor back out into the fox chamber.
Oh, so the Amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was...
Right, it was LaBelle opening the forbidden chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the forbidden chamber,
Forbidden?
he happened to catch the thief Mr. Filch by surprise. Started, Mr. Filch, in his Timoteo disguise, ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Miss Timma the scare of her life in the hallway.
Eek!
With no one else to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the fox chamber. I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense. Then, after dragging the mayor back into the fox chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room. That's absurd though to work. It requires that the defendant be the Amazing Ninetales. However, he was then pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could not possibly be the Amazing Ninetales is preposterous. I said something wrong, I think. The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Timma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Ninetales. Gah! This is madness! Nobody could pull off such an insane Let me do that. Gah! This is madness! No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot. No one except a killer, as insane as his plot. And I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies.
Foolish mortal, it is at your own peril that you forget who I am.
Mayor Tinma, it's okay now. Jinx will be safe as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the Amazing Ninetales, aren't you? Oh, hi, Florent LaBelle.
You have quite the active imagination. Mayor Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales.
What do you mean?
Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet?
But that's just...
And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Tin Matero right here and now.
What?
Well, why you? You would dare reveal the secret?
My good friend the Alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth. What with the superstitions, now would it?
The truth behind Timoteo? What's he talking about?
So, go ahead, say it! Say, I am the Amazing Ninetales! I dare you!
Ugh.
Wait! Somebody please explain what's going on here?
Mayor Timon will do anything to keep the truth behind Tin Mataro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept secret by the village superstitions.
If the mayor admits being the Amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth.
Right! I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up.
So what's now, Justice Dono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle. So you who's useless?
Apollo, don't you dare give up now.
I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. Bell's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the Troy Destiny of the Amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case. You do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. Bell. Is the defendant the Amazing Ninetales or not? He changed his hair again.
The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Tin Mataro right here and now, and that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say.
Talk about out of the pot and in the fire. This way, the man will be found guilty for sure. Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tinma is not the Amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case there.
Let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman Cubey was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular.
There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somehow, but I don't even know where to start.
Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales, then we'll just have to get him to admit it himself.
If he admits it, the Bell's going to expose the secret behind Tim Tell.
Good, let him do it.
Oh, so close, I know it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
The Amazing Ninetales.
Do not gaze upon Tim Mattel. Do not tell others if you see him. And thou the village superstitions say?
Exactly! Telling others what Tin Mataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place.
And a woman coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth?
Bingo! And that truth is, Tin Mataro was a great, greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the whole Battle over Ninetales Vale is all about.
Tim Mattel is a great fortune? Come think of it.
Yeah, that's the greatest get-rich quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. Yeah.
Could Tim Mattel actually be treasure? The village of Tim Mattel is a terrifying yokai. So I scared them away from the forbidden chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time.
Well. It seems our ace attorney here has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed.
Ace attorney? Mayor Timmer looks like he wants to keep the truth here as much as I do.
Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tin Mataro exists. That's why the secret must be protected.
As long as Timoteo exists, huh? Mr. Bell, please add that statement to your testimony. But Timoteo doesn't exist. The Forbidden Chamber was purged. Mr. Bell, what if Timoteo no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it?
If Tinmataro no longer existed? What on earth are you talking about?
Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Timoteo no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there.
Really? Well, maybe you aren't looking in the right place.
Sorry, but I have proof that Timoteo no longer exists. Take a look at this figure. What do we have here? Looks like some little creature. We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes.
Are you suggesting that Tinmataro has been stolen?
Yep, Phineas Phillips's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit.
And by that hideous, moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less? No! My beautiful golden Tinmataro was...
The greed inspired by Timotaro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma?
The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now recall the alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking of Tinmataro, for he said to me, the gold ingot was gone.
The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Timataro's true form?
Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tinmataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale. In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale land that would become Tinmatown. But drive the villagers mad with greed did that great fortune. Bitter was their greed-fueled battle. It was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. Thus it was that the yokai Tinmataro came to be.
So Timotaro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away. Fairy tale or not, Timotaro made quite the mess of things.
Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold.
Well, you know what they say. The love of money is the root of all evil.
My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale, a thing so terrible that Tinmataro, a monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village to which we owe our very existence. Tinmataro would never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger.
Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history. Mr. Mayor, now that we know Timoteo no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you?
No, don't do it! Please, no!
Be gone, you demented demon! Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is indeed me. Ha!
And that means Jinxie.
Yes?
The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the Fox Chamber. Was he wearing the amazing Ninetales mask?
Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to Alderman Cuby that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there?
It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the alderman.
Yeesh, well, golden machines have less elaborate steps than the Bell scheme.
You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through. Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Timber did not kill Alderman QB, but Florent LaBelle did.
How dare you, peasant! Gunk! Arr! Awa! Ah, no!
Gunk.
I thought
Silence.
that was funny.
Gunk. Justice Dono. You should at least have let a real blade in your hand. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground? What's this guy want now? Evidence like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone as though it were butter. You have only blind guesses, though a blade incapable of cutting even a cake. Yeah, see that, Mr. Justice? After all, evidence is everything in a court of law.
They're right. Let's see some evidence. Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind.
This is the final battle. So the samurai must live and die by the sword. You will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits. Now present your conclusive evidence, or don't you have any? I don't think I have any. See, this little mask here had white hair inside. But Rex QB wasn't the Amazing Ninetales. And that hair dye washed out with water. Evidence? Oh, I have evidence.
You do?
Of course. Just the conclusive evidence we need, too. I'm going to finally prove Mayor Timber innocent. Here comes justice. Whoa, I'm going into a super think mode? What the fuck? Let's view the facts. No staring evidence against the man, the crime scene itself. The man and the victim were the only two people found in the room. All three. We all thought the alderman was killed because he was the Amazing Ninetales. But as we now know, of course, we were way off. The Amazing Ninetales really met Damien Tinma. That's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those facts were revealed. When Mr. LaBelle says that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Both these, well, not the hand cream. It looks like fucking Danganronpa. I know they have shit like this in Danganronpa. I know, the Amazing Ninetales mask. It was found washed up along the river. So clues to the mask hold. White hair.
So it's really just gonna fucking handhold you through this whole thing? Like, it wouldn't even let us figure it out on our own?
And what about the hair left in that? Who does it belong to? I haven't played Danganronpa, but the style of this reminds me of Danganronpa. I think this might be in the next game too, I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played it. Oh, right! The hair is Florent LaBelle's! Yes, now that's what I call conclusive evidence. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court? Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will. A mask? How is that conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex QB. Yes, but the Amazing Ninetales now know as Mayor Tinma, so... That is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle.
What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that.
It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white hair type. Because he's busy being one ludicrously garish color or another. No, Prosecutor Blackwell, it's you who have made a fatal error. What? Remember where this mask was found. It washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, this last piece of evidence will solve all the remaining riddles. The Color Me label.
That's...
What is that? This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. It washes out with just water. The cougar also recalled that he made Ninetales mask, washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it. What's this? Are you saying that Peony Peacock's hair color is? That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we have a real-life expose. The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it. Flaunt LaBelle. You were the one who killed Alderman Rex Cubey.
You peasant! How dare you! Ah! You profane my beauty like a bug! I'm going to exterminate you right into the alderman! Ah! Ah! No! My makeup! Hello, this is LaBelle. What? The project is off? This is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out. LaBelle speaking. I'm fired? You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide? Hello, this is LaBelle. What? There's a stratospheric damages claim against me? $100 million? I'm finished, washed up. Stick a fork in me, I'm done.
It's preposterous. Simon Blackwell? Simon Blackwell. Defeated. Simon Blackwell. Order! Order! Order in the court! Well, there's quite the unexpected outcome. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Wait, that was a compliment, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Flaunt LaBelle? That defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Won't that have washed even more of his makeup off? Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenma Tower. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. With efforts of the amazing Ninetales, saw those plans come to a halt. And thus, LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma. I see, but I still can't comprehend why would he go after the gold in the first place. Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid. LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such veracity. Too bad for him, someone else had gotten to it first anyway. I see. Very well then. I believe it's time I declared a verdict. Go find the defendant, Damien Tenma. Not guilty. Yay! Confetti cans! And he's still pretending to be a yokai. I think he's gonna join it now. I think he's gonna go LARPing after this. He's gonna get like a Timoteo Froy costume. Court is adjourned. April 19th, 1:23 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3.
That was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming.
Just got lucky, I guess.
You banished Tin Matera from Ninetails Vale like you were some kind of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tinma too? He could have set it up so the mayor murdered the alderman and then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment. I was wondering about that too, but I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the Amazing Ninetails' true identity himself.
Huh? But why?
Because the mayor was the Amazing Ninetails. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed.
Oh, I get it. The Amazing Ninetails was just killed in Dark Hill, but if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier.
Right. Then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure. What an insanely intricate plot.
A most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval.
Why are you acting like Timoteo again?
Let this be of no concern to you.
How could it not concern me?
Tin Matera, be gone!
Ah! Jinxie, seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you.
Papa, you're finally back.
Yes, it would seem Tin Matera was no match for you. Ha ha ha.
I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Is Jinxie actually smiling?
It is all thanks to you two. Too bad the Amazing Ninetails will have to retire, though.
Aw, how come?
Once everyone hears I'm the Amazing Ninetails, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue.
I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside.
Say, now that you mention it, what's all that noise out there?
A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tinma, the man behind the mask, and to root for your return into the wrestling ring.
Rooting for me, but I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes.
The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
Jinxie!
Here, I think you'll be needing this. The mask, probably.
Thank you. Now if you would excuse me. I don't want to keep my fans waiting.
I'm not putting the mask on yet because they didn't feel like making a 3D model for that. Damn, that's a big damn, he's... Damn!
Bro's a magician, too. Saying my voice wasn't too bad for that.
Yeah, and that's a put-on voice, too. So if it's not exact, that's why. He's putting on the voice.
I sure hope they can settle the problems between Tindertown and Ninetails Vale.
Me too.
I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer/killer is behind bars, and the murder's no longer an issue. Plus, the Amazing Ninetails Vale is the Amazing Ninetails is obviously still a hit, and I suspect Ninetails Vale will be too.
And it's all because we believed in our client, just like you said.
Okay, people. Now that we've got that one in the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving.
Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Better keep eating, Apollo, or you might have to start looking up at me.
Huh?
I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be at... Wait, what?
I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours, too.
Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time.
Keep eating like that, and the only direction you'll grow is sideways.
Very funny. But I've got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce.
Really? Well, I can't wait to see this.
Calories? Huh, just let them try to stick on me. Alright, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Eldoon's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know.
Eldoon's Noodles! I'm with Mr. Wright. Let's go!
I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about them. Well, what are we waiting for?
That's from the last game.
Noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two. Yay, thanks, boss. I won't let you down.
Dana has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldoon's Noodles are so hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man.
Oh, I can just kill a man. That was our first case together.
Oh, and the fuck.
The dark age of the lost seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come.
Alrighty. That's the end of that case. Thanks for watching this episode of Gab the Game. Like, comment, subscribe, good to have this, and most importantly,
Grink.
good night.
Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.